we got a new oil pump for the new car.
Yeah, we got one of them pumps over there, and we got one for this one we need to be putting on. Hello? Hello?
You got a scammer?
Spam.
You know you can get rid of that.
Really?
Yeah, all you gotta do is call Incogni, who also happens to be the sponsor of this video. A few months ago, I was having the same problem that Joseph's having. My wife and I applied for a home loan, and the next thing I knew, I was getting a ton of spam phone calls, emails, and texts every day. See, the problem was data brokers sold our information to businesses and marketing agencies. That's what led to all the spam emails, phone calls, and text messages. These data brokers know your name, your phone number, your email address. They know your browsing history, and they know what you like to shop for online. They sell this information in massive lists. The good news is you have the right to demand that your name be removed from those lists. But the bad news is your name could be on hundreds of lists, and getting it removed from all of them could be extremely difficult and time consuming. But that's where Incogni comes in. Incogni did the work for me. They contacted the data brokers, demanded my name be removed, and once it was, those phone calls, emails, the spam text messages, they all stopped. And here in the US, we have another big data privacy problem: people search sites. These websites create detailed personal profiles and publish them online for anyone to see, exposing you to risks such as scams, identity theft, online harassment, and stalking. All you have to do is sign up for Incogni, give them permission to act on your behalf, then they go to work finding the list that your name is on and demand that it be removed. If the data brokers push back, they keep on pressing them until your name's taken off the list. I signed up for Incogni a while back, and as soon as I did, the spam calls, the text messages, the emails, they all stopped coming. My phone stopped blowing up all the time, and I was finally able to keep up with my emails again. If you're like me and you want to stop the spam calls, text, and emails, then I highly recommend giving Incogni a try. Take your personal data back with Incogni. Use code HUNTTHEFRONT at the link below and get 60% off an annual plan. That's code HUNTTHEFRONT at the link below for 60% off Incogni's annual plan. Thanks to Incogni for sponsoring this video. Let's get to work on race cars.
I got my car on the phone here.
Oh, your car? Is it on the way yet?
Yeah, somebody got to come take care of business.
Tell them just to keep it, don't even bother coming down here with it. Speaking of taking care of business, we are coming off of taking care of business at Southern Raceway with the Kubota Genuine Parts Base Racing Fuel Trading Paints number 56 Lethal. Got to win Saturday night at Southern in the IMCA division, our second race in it. I think the goal here is to get it unloaded and get it cleaned up. We also got to do some investigating right there. Check out that situation. Among some other things, we got to get figured out, get some parts ordered and get ready, because we got another big weekend of IMCA racing coming up this weekend. Gotta get the little thing right there to hold that back, but that jack stand will do for now. Where'd the winch twiggle? I'm still just figuring out where everything is around here in our new trailer.
Ducker, this is Dusty. Dusty, that's Ducker.
Yeah, hey, we got a new guy to introduce.
You got it.
I'm working on it. Might get it a better way. This is why I didn't paint the bumper. Maybe we're gonna hook a metal chain to it. So we're gonna paint it when we get a better way of tying this thing down. Okay. Yeah, come on with it, Dusty. Yeah, let's go. Hey, that's Tucker. Hey, Tucker. Tucker, this is everybody. Tucker's gonna be helping us out, working with us, and we glad to have the help, because we got a busy stretch coming here where we're gonna be wide open the next few weeks. There it is. Hey, speaking of things you missed me winning.
Yeah.
Boy, I just gotta win another one. Uh-huh. He's out of school for President's Day. You having fun? You ready to wash a race car?
No.
You're gonna get wet today.
It doesn't look that dirty.
Yeah, it ain't though. That's what happens when you're out front, buddy. they don't get as dirty. We had us an issue Saturday night. Tucker, you've been in modifieds before, hadn't you?
Yeah, that's what we were talking about earlier. I drove a 19 model for Todd.
Lethal? Okay. Well, I like this one. It's a 17. You drove a little bit of everything, hadn't you?
Yeah, late models, street stocks, macro stocks, pretty much just about anything you think of.
Heck yeah. We'll put your knowledge and experience to good use, starting with the modifieds. We got a lot of that coming up.
Yeah.
Let's take this off. See if we can get that off without. There we go. Yeah, so there's that right there is a bit of a problem. Should I have pulled off, knowing that that was already there?
You wouldn't be in winter on Monday.
No, we wouldn't have won, would we? So this happened right about the time they gave us the one to the green. They said, all right, driver's lights out. And I went to spin my tires one time, and the old thing coughed and shot fire, and our air filter caught on fire. Fire, and and I'm sitting there watching it. Burn, and I'm like, and I don't know, I'm in a bit of a bind. And like the last thing, or I remember we had this issue before, and I remember Daddy telling me if you got fire coming out of your carburetor, you need to mash the gas. It'll suck the fire back down. So I got clear of the front row, and I just took off, and the fire went out. And so then I let off. And I'm like, oh crap, there's probably a hole in our air filter. And by that time, here comes the field, and there's my spot. And I didn't even think about it. I just got my spot and went on with it after that.
What's going on there? Okay.
But I don't know. I don't know what was the correct.
Yeah, I think that was probably the correct move.
I don't know. At least it's like on top and a little bit to the back, so it's not like, you know, all the dirt's hitting it. Sheesh.
Yeah, and most of that.
Explain to me.
Yeah, it doesn't look good. Go ahead. I mean, I don't see like no whole bunch of dust or nothing like that. You see my issue?
Oh boy, got a hoe in it.
I was just asking.
I think what we're going to do is get a solid lid.
Yeah, for this methanol for sure.
I think you got a coughing problem.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. It just only time this carburetor ran perfect, right? Only time I had an issue, it did it 3 times of under caution, and I mashed the gas and it coughs and spit the fire up. And that one just was, I guess, bad enough that, yeah, you see what happened. But other than that, though, everything ran fine. I just think with this methanol we're running, this might not be the play on filter. So your car's gonna be snowed in.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna have to race you.
Looking like you might get off easy.
So I think the plan originally was for Joseph's car to be the 01 Andrews Auto Sport.
10 on it this year.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's exciting. Still gonna be white.
I think so.
Man. Anyway, the same car Joseph has raced at the Clash on the Coast the last 2 years. He'll be in it, a lethal, like this one. He'll be in it for Andrews Auto Sport, Spencer Andrews and them. Jordan, that worked with us quite a bit last year, is bringing it to Joseph down here to race, but might be delayed.
Getting the ice and snowstorm, talking about in a couple days, and he's got cattle and stuff, and kind of like he talking about need to tend to his cattle.
Yeah. So what that means for Joseph is he's probably going to miss this weekend at Southern, but still be ready for the Clash on the Coast next week.
That's what I told him. I said the Clash don't start till Sunday. So
I mean, you don't need practice. The racing doesn't start till Monday.
Right.
So you're good.
So whatever we got to do on that, but he said he check on it in a couple days, kind of see how what the weather's doing, if it changes, and all that kind of go from there. But right now it's kind of up in the air on when that's going to get here.
Yeah.
So.
Well, don't be asking to drive my car.
What? Oh yeah, we ready.
You told me to go.
Oh yeah, I'm here in a minute. That right
Hey.
there is not going to hold him.
Well, you said my last lap was only
It was
a
right.
few hundredths off of my fastest lap, so
I think
I think it all worked out.
I was right on.
used it up.
I knew what I was doing.
If it had been a 21 lap feature, bro, it wouldn't have mattered.
Mm-hmm.
25 would have painted a whole new picture, I bet. I mean, the cautions there and everything.
That'll work out.
You know, I honestly hadn't even thought about it, so I guess it worked out pretty well.
Won the race, huh?
Yeah. So I mentioned the gas pedal in one of the videos last week. I'd never run one like that. The Joe's, I guess you call that a floor mount instead of a firewall mount. And I don't have any complaints. I'm not pulling it out. I don't know. I'm not going to say 100% that I would bolt that in instead of the other style, but as of right now, we're going to roll with it. All right, so before I forget, want to give y'all a heads up on what's coming up here with the modified. So this weekend, we were talking about the Clash on the Coast. That's not till next week. This weekend, Southern Raceway will be right back out there doing the same thing that we did this past weekend. They'll even have the USCS sprint cars in town, and the mods, the IMCA modifieds, will be running for $1,000 each night, Friday and Saturday again. Joseph was planning on running Southern Friday and Saturday, but Jordan, y'all know Jordan that was with us last year a good bit, they are expecting snow, like Joseph was saying, so he might not make it down till Monday, or Sunday rather. Clash on the Coast starts at Northwest Florida Speedway. Monday's the first race. They'll practice Sunday night and race Monday and Tuesday there, and then the Clash on the Coast moves to Deep South Speedway for the second half of this year, over in Loxley, Alabama, about 45 minutes from us, and that will be practice Thursday, race Friday, Saturday for that. So a lot of big racing coming up in the modifieds here locally. 6 more races over the next couple weeks here. Dusty's gonna mix us up some Pro Line from Watertown and get this thing nice and clean and shining again.
Pro Line shine.
Y'all take my bumper off?
Yeah, we had to measure the old Glory Motorsports is gonna build you one.
Oh, okay.
Somebody is, he knows. Had to get some measurements.
So I got new bumpers coming. So
Bumper.
a new bumper, okay. So you're telling me I can use this one
No.
next time?
Just in case you do use it.
Yeah. In the event I have no other choice.
Yeah.
See, I always had this thing about you gotta leave your trophy sitting on your car after it wins for you.
All week.
Oh, well, maybe not all week, but at least for a little bit. There. Perfect spot for that. Hey, y'all didn't pull our flap out to wash it? They got on to us for pop riveting that and not bolting it, saying we'd be tired of the rivets. So you'd be needing to pull that out.
I'm not sure what we'd be in there for.
Well, it might make things easier to get to. One being that steering box that I pitched a fit about. I guess we've decided I'm just gonna have to deal with it.
I don't really know where to start, but
Well, I mean, if there's some way to adjust it to make it a little stiffer, that might be worth doing, but I'd hate to have to spend $1,000 on a new one just to figure out I like this one better. I just needed time to get used to it. So it was really, really light. Easy to turn that thing. I complained a lot about it the first night, but the second night, I guess I got used to it. I don't know. So I think what I'm saying is we'll just stick with it for now.
Okay.
Unless you, suppose, is this what's on the car you're driving? The 0110,
yeah.
whatever it's gonna be? Well, I don't know. We might do some further research, make sure there's not a way to adjust it. But I don't think we're gonna change it for now. I do know that we will be changing air filters though before this weekend coming up, racing at Southern Raceway. And then, like I said, the Clash on the Coast at Northwest Florida Speedway and Deep South Speedway after that. I guess I better get in here and get my helmet and get it cleaned up and ready to go. Ain't gonna be too bad, seeing as how I didn't hardly pull a tear off. I do want to say that I am really proud of our little trailer that we got. It did a fine job getting it modified to and from the track. Most of the racing I'm going to do is going to be right here, pretty local. So I think that's going to be the perfect fit for us with the modified. But like I said, we'll be back at Southern Raceway this weekend. Not sure, probably Joseph won't make it to Southern, but we will be kicking off the Clash on the Coast early next week. Practice Sunday, then race Monday, Tuesday at Northwest Florida Speedway. Then we'll move over to Deep South Speedway. Really looking forward to the Clash on the Coast and seeing what we can do against a really tough field of modifieds. Stay tuned to see how all that goes next week. Thanks for watching this video. Like, comment, subscribe. We'll see y'all later.